Hello friends, this is Brain from GameBrain.media. We're going to play GTR2, FIA GT Racing, the game. Yeah. Okay, we're really not going to play this game. We're going to play a mod that is called the Power and Glory mod. The Power and Glory mod for GTR2 brings back, oh my god, a whole bunch of tracks and cars from the 60s and 70s and 80s. And 90s, I guess. The game was released in the year 2000. Well, GTR2, I believe, was released in 2005, maybe 2006, and based upon the FIA GTR season. I don't know what to call it. So FIA is the Federal International, no, the Federation of International Automobilista. So Federal Inter, wait, Federation of International Automobile Racing, and GTR GT is commonly referred to as Gran Turismo or Grand Touring. R is racing, Grand Touring Racing. So this is the second version of the game. There was a GTR 1 or just GTR. Anyway, GTR 2 came out, and it was an enhanced version of GTR. Like most number two versions of any game, they added features and made things better. Now, here we are in the year 2022. Let's see, 20 years later would have been the year 2002, right? It's been 20 years since the year 2002, and this is 25-year-old game, dude. For real? Yeah, 2005, 2015. Yeah. Do the math. Anyway, best of sim racing mods is the Power and Glory mod for GTR2. You can go to Race Department and find information about this. You can also download it, and here you go. There's a broken image here because the game has, or after 25 years, the website has gone away. The original developer has gone away. For all I know, he may have passed. I don't know. It's been 25 years, dude. So here we are. If you go to Race Department, you need to log in, or you need to register up here, or my mouse is flying around. You need to register in order to log in, and then this login or register an account to download this content gray button becomes a red button that says download. And you need to bounce over into Steam and buy the GTR2 game and race that for a little bit first. Because if you can't handle this, you're not going to handle Power and Glory. Woo, doggies. I'm telling you, there are so many great things in Power and Glory mod. A short pause for the beer drinking. And here we go. I don't have to hit play because I've already launched the mod, which you launch from your desktop and you create a separate install. It copies everything out of your Steam GTR2 and builds another install, which is here. This is the Power and Glory mod, version 3.2. It is the final version. The people who put it together originally have disappeared, or maybe they're still out there on Race Department, but their website disappeared. I mean, it's really old to be supporting a website for this kind of a game. Mod. It's just the mod. So, anyway, let's take a quick look around. It's very similar to, it's pretty much a copy of the GTR2 menu system and all that crap. It's an odd user interface to me, and it's nested. But here you go, Power and Glory credits. There you go. The gtlw.co.uk website, that's gone. So if we go back to here, we're looking at the main menu. If you go to down to the bottom and click options, I'm going to bounce through. Here is the game. I've already set my profile up. And in fact, I guess that's where you typically would start. You'd go to profiles, hit new, and create a new player. Then you can track your player's stats and your records. Okay, so far I've only run the Hockenheim short track. I've done it in the Porsche 911 and the Shelby Cobra. Oh, I didn't complete laps in the Shelby Cobra. I found it really squirrely, and I did not enjoy the car, and I didn't carry on. So anyway, you create your profile. Okay, go back to the main menu, and then down back to the bottom. Hit options. For the game, I'm in the USA. I have things set to miles per hour, imperial, and my race distance is going to be time. If you choose laps, it can drag out because some tracks have a 1.5 minute lap time, and some tracks have a 2.5 minute lap time. So I go for the time window, and I jack it down to a 5 minute race. It's pretty intense as you're getting back into sim racing for like that's what I'm doing. If you're an old schooler, well, then you already know about this, and I'm just preaching to the choir. But if you're a noob who's never played this game before, you can play it with a gamepad. I am using a Logitech G27 steering wheel with gas pedal and brakes. Paddle shifters are on my steering wheel, so I'm good to go. And I'm going to start with a cockpit view. You know what? I should probably start with the swingman view, because when you launch in this game, it's kind of tricky. Depending on what your settings are for degree of difficulty. I'm going to play arcade level or rookie or beginner, or we'll find out. I think they call it novice in this game. So anyway, there's my game settings right under the main menu. Down at the bottom, then you go to options, then you go to game, and then you go to video. In video, I've got everything cranked to the max because, I really don't need more than 36 cars visible on the track at any time, but my PC can handle it. It's a 25-year-old game, dude. Your 12-year-old PC can run this thing fabulously. I'm telling you. Now, under audio, number of effects, I don't know. I always turn my music volume down to 0. I've jacked down the sound effects and the engine volume, and I've left the speech volume up a bit. Other cars and my car, I've tried to tone things down so that if I feel the need to say something during the race, which, I never shut up, you can hear me over the roar of the engine. Now, on the advanced tab, poof, here's everything. I've cranked the level of detail bias up from 100 to 125. GeForce simulation, I don't think I really need that. That means your body is going to be thrown around on the screen inside the cab. I really don't know specifically what that setting or even the level of detail bias is, or even every checkbox. I mean, come on, you're just starting to play the game. Oh, pit lane control systems. We want to turn that on. Low resolution track textures. See, what bugs me is there's not a reset to default here, but oh well, carry on. I have checked the high resolution car livery because guess what? I have a video card that can do it. And high resolution cockpit, guess what? I have a video card that can do it. But these guys are off by default, so you should probably turn those on. And like I said, under video here, everything is jacked to the max. So I started off here, the top setting, I went to full, and then I clicked everything up to the max. I increased the numbers of cars, and went to very far. Yabba dabba do. All right, continuing on with the top portion of the menu under options. We went game, video, audio. Now let's go to advanced. We already did that just now. And under multiplayer, I'm not even going to touch it because we're not going to do that, and there's nobody playing online. You can form a Discord group, and you can probably get this game going online multiplayer. I'm sure there's a way, but I'm not here to tell you that right now today. All right, now let's go to controls. So, see what I mean? It's a really weird interface. You click main menu, and here's the main menu. But then at the bottom, you click options. And then you go back to the top, and you have game, video, audio, advanced. Then at the bottom, you go to controls, and then you have to go back up to the top under the main menu, and you have buttons, advanced, and force. So I've been through these already. I'm going to go to the advanced, and I'm just going to hit my throttle, hit my brake, hit my clutch. And those are working. My steering is working. Ooh, I'm getting a lot of resistance. Ah, man, I didn't start the frickin' the Logitech Profiler. Oh, well, I'm going to have to race as is. There's a piece of software for this Logitech G27 steering wheel that I'm using called the Logitech Profiler. And I can reduce some of the features of the steering wheel that make it a more pleasant driving experience. It lessens the resistance. You still get the force feedbacks, but you don't have to use as much effort to turn left or right. Now, some of that's adjustable here when we go to the force menu, okay? And I've got the Logitech G25 racing wheel selected. Force feedback effects are on low. Force feedback strength. I mean, let me see. Does it update on the fly? No, that didn't get any easier. So I'm going to leave the force feedback strength, like for rumble strip stuff. I want to feel that. But actually, I think the last time I ran this, I went with this, and it didn't reverse the effects. When I click G25, the only thing I see changing is it reverses the effects. So, well, we're going to give it a go, right? All right, now we go back down to the bottom menu, which is kind of weird, and we click Realism, and then we're going to get another set of menu options. Oh, in this case, it's just one screen. All right, so difficulty, Novice, Semi-Pro, or Sim. I'm going to go through those a little slower. When you're playing at Novice, you look over here, you have braking help, stability help. In the middle, you have automatic clutch, gearbox, reverse. On the right-hand side, you have disable damage, corner markers, and steering help is turned on. You also have anti-lock brakes at high, traction control at high, damage sensitivity 100, flag rules are turned off, full course yellow is turned off, time scaled weather is turned on. These are the defaults for the Novice, right? Then you go to Semi-Pro. You notice all of these checkboxes disappeared. Watch, when I bounce back to Novice, boom. Oh, spin recovery has never been, is not enabled on anything. But watch the checkboxes over here and at the far left and the far right. The center is going to stay the same, but you're changing the markers or the checkboxes. Now we're going to go to Pro. Bam. Traction control's off. Anti-lock brakes is still at high. Really? That's interesting. Good. I could use that. But I'm going to play it Novice because I'm just breaking myself back in. This steering wheel has been in storage for like 6 years, dude. I haven't had a wheel running for a long time. I made a couple of videos over the last year because I busted it out and I put it in the garage. But it's colder than Hades in the garage, and yeah, I brought it up to my bedroom, and I'm not sitting in a play seat. I'm sitting in an office chair, so it's weird. It's like sitting in the seat of a semi truck instead of sitting in the seat of a Corvette. But here I am. So we're gonna play Novice now. Back down to the menu at the bottom, and we go to profiles. We already touched on that, and then replays. You can just see your old replays. Now, if I go back to the main menu, I could do that. I could have done that from here. Replay down here in the lower left says main menu, but up here it says main menu too, right? So here we are. We can go to open practice, and we can just doink around practicing with different cars, different tracks. Let's see. We can go here and pick different cars. If you look at the different models, you can click through all these. You get some really cool, classic cars to race. Now, really, does that look so far out of reality of modern day 911? Yeah, I guess. They are. Oh yeah, it's a 1970s, dude. The 911 hasn't changed a whole hell of a lot in appearance. I mean, yeah, it got a little smoother, but big whoop. Let's see. One of my favorites is the 914-6. Bam, that little guy. And it comes in different colors. I think this time I'm going to be racing the red one. But that's the question for today. What do we want to drive? Oh man, it's so hard to choose. I mean, let's just keep clicking through some randos. I'm telling you, it doesn't look like a race car, but you take something that old out on a track, and it's pretty tough to control. Now there's a real race car, real heavy race car, and then we got the GT40. Oh yeah, baby. Now, I suggest you start with a pretty entry level car. So what we're going to do is we're going to bounce back. That was open practice. You can go to time trials. It's basically the same thing. Up the top, you choose a car, you choose a track, and then you go for it. You can change your race time. You can skip the outlap and stuff. Visible race line. You know what? I would like to turn that on, being that we're just getting back into it. Now, a race weekend. Race weekend is pretty cool. You can go here and switch through all the different vehicles. Okay, so in this class, or in this, sorry, let me go back. In the Coupe les Alpes, go to models available for this particular thing, and this is what you get. Oh, that little Cortina looked badass. Let's look at it from the side. No, it wasn't the Cortina that I was looking at. It was the Austin Healey. Dude, I'm telling you, if you jump in that car, you're probably gonna have fun. Oh, the Abarths are always kind of funny. Here's something, an Alfa Romeo. No, that's an Alpine. Let's look at an Alfa Romeo from that period of time. Wow. In 1969. All right, so then you also have a Lotus Elise. Oh, Elite. Oh my God, I'm so tempted to do that. That's from the year 59. Here's another one, different color in 59. Then a 63, and 1960, a 1961. I am so tempted to race these cars. It would just be ridiculous. I guarantee it'd be a hoot. Now, I tend to like running the underpowered cars. It becomes, what do they call it, momentum racing. You've got to carry your speed through a corner, or you're not gonna get anywhere. The BMWs, Mini Coopers, Mini Coopers are hilariously fun. Not real familiar with Triumphs, but that looks like it would be a good time. And that's what I'm about, is having a good time. Oh, look at this! Oh, what a cool looking rig! Oh, dude, I love it in black. Look at that! Ugh. I will never remember to come back to this. I'm going to grab a pen and write it down, and then promptly, lose my notes on the pile of paper on my desk. But here we are. Triumph TR4A. TR4A. P and G mod. All right. All right, so let's bounce back to the class and click through to another one, Power and Glory. This is like everything that's in here. Okay, we don't want that. Now you can jump into a group where you're going to only get 1960s FIA GR2 touring cars. So let's go into the models. Click through a few. 60s, 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 60s. Okay, just like they promised, right up here. 60s FIA GR2. Okay, now we go to GR3s. Go to the models. Oh, that's what I tried running. It looks so good, but man, I could not control that thing. Unless, of course, I had jumped into something like, nope, it was a Cobra. All right, so anyway, guess what? You can run Ferraris in here in this class. You can run a Corvette. Yeah. Clearly, I'm not a person from wherever this car came from. I'm an American, so I'm familiar with the Chevy Corvette from this period of time. And then the Ferrari 275 versus the 250. Similar body style, but... Oh, no, yeah. An advanced body style between the 250 and the 275. Then, of course, we got the Boss 302 Mustang. Big ol' muscle car. Okay. They're just... Oh, my God. What a cool looking rig. Well, I mean, I'm just, like, really digging in here. Oh, there it is again. That same car. All right, so let's go back to classes. And the Fiat GR4. Really? Something even more potent and powerful? Yes, indeed. And I think this maybe is what I was trying to drive, and I just couldn't do it. All right, so let's keep clunking through these. GR5, GR6, Power and Glory 70s. Let's take a peek at those. It's an old Ford Capri, Escort, Mustang, 911. Oh God, look at the Mustang. Now, what's unfortunate in the game is if you want to run this, you're going to get 1,000. Everybody in the race is going to have the same skin because there's only two different color variations, right? When you're running a single design class like I am want to do, I typically run single makes. Um, if I'm going to race, I want to race somebody else in a 911. Why should you have a better car than me, or a car that turns better, or and then I have a car that has better front, straight line speed down the front straightaway. I guess there are arguments to be made, and people have preferences for that kind of crap, but I don't care. I want to probably. I've run the Porsche 911 IROX, and if you choose this Richard Petty car, watch. Get ready. Get ready. Oh, I could see me running around in this car just to, just crack me up. But the black car is sweet. And then, we have the 911s without a tail. Oh, still a cool looking car, isn't it? But bam, the minute you throw the tail on the back, it looks awesome. The RSR3, believe, might be in here. No, wait, 74 versus 75s. Ah, okay. So, like I said, I lean towards one design or single make racing, and that's where I'm heading. But I wanted to give you a look around all the different options you have. We already covered, I think, the 70s GTR or FIA GR blah blah blahs. Okay, um, let's look at this one. Kind of a more modern Corvette. The GT40s. Oh, let me bounce up to the top. Oh, okay. Yeah. So this is only the high powered stuff. All right. So if we go up here, Power and Glory 60s Challenge and Power and Glory 60s Challenge 2. That brings in a bunch of other vehicles. Okay, so I think we have clicked through these, right? All right, there you go. Tons of stuff to do. Phenomenal game. Let's bounce back into Steam. Let's see if we can do it. Yeah. Okay, and let's go to the store page. This game costs $8. $8 for a 25-year-old game that gives you a free mod just by going to race department and registering on the website, joining the forum, have a conversation. I'll be over there to help you out. But you don't even need me over there. There's so many helpful people. Everybody wants to get new guys into racing. And like I said, I've done a lot of racing in the past. I have a 20-year-old steering wheel. Yeah, maybe it's only 15 years old. Yeah, I think it's 20 years old. The Logitech G27. And yeah, go buy an $8 game or put this on your wish list and wait for it to go on sale. I think I might have got it for $2.99 or something ridiculous. But it's a thing, dude. And and look at it. Look at it. It's beautiful. It's an old game. So anyway, let's jump back into here and head back to the main menu. There we go. Main menu. Now, I'm going to take a quick break, but we're going to start when I come back. We were just looking at race weekends. Actually, I didn't explain the whole thing about race weekends, but you choose your car, you choose your circuit, and then you get a summary. And we'll get into that next because we're probably going to do a race weekend, but I'm very tempted to jump into a freaking championship. However, nope, I'm going to err on the side of caution. I should know better than to jump in here and try to run against a multitude of vehicles with different capabilities at my lame ass 6 years on ice in a storage unit skill level. So I'm going to come back and we're going to do race weekend and we're going to try to build the single make race weekend. All right, we're going to continue with GTR2 Power and Glory mod. Bang. We were looking at the race weekend. Well, we were looking at everything under practice, right? Let's go back. Open practice, time trials. You can pick anything you want, any car, any track, and go. For a race weekend, oh my God, I really want to run this little car. Look at it, it's so cute. Yeah, I said it. It's just too fucking hilarious, isn't it? All right, so let's bounce back to the cars. I know that I want to. Oh, that's the car we have selected. This is Lotus 7. I want to run this, the Porsche 911 IROX. But you know what else I want? I want to run. Oh God, where is it? It's a 1970s Porsche 914. There it is. Bam, 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 bam. I have to uncheck everything here in order to get to a single make. So I don't want any of these other cars included in my selection. Therefore, I am unchecking every box. The only thing I left intact is this guy. Now, if I go to the models, the only thing I get to look at in the model list is this Porsche 914 6-cylinder. Okay? So, I wanted to run the red one just so it looks different than the last time I ran this in a different game called GT Legends. And, I actually ran these in Assetto Corsa as well. I like this little car. It's a demon on wheels. Go Speed Racer. All right, so we have the class selected, and that is by deselecting every other class, now we can run a single make race. Now, I could go ahead and do this. And in fact, why not? While I do like a single make race, let's see if the Porsche 914 can whoop the 911. Okay? And I'm only going to choose the 911 IROC. RSR IROC is probably equivalent to the... That's an interesting question. Let's see. Wow, we've got a lot of those cars. I think the field's going to be heavy with 911s. All right, well, fool around and find out, right? So if we go back to the bottom, and I could include the RSR 3. Let's go ahead and see what that is. The RSR 3. Oh, okay. I don't know if the 3.0 means it's a 3 liter versus a 2.8 liter, or if it's just GTR2 or GTR3 classification. I don't know. I'm going to have to fool around and find out, right? So you have the Porsche 911 RSR 2.8. So let's bounce back into models and look at this. We can't see the specs. Oh, wait, maybe in the showroom we can see specs. No, you just get to look at, history and specs. Ta-da! All right. The Arnold Golding Porsche 911 Carrera RSR 2.8. Up top, 2.8 liter flat 6. All right, well, that gives me about as much as I need to know immediately. Max power of 303 horse, 208 torque. Okay, let's go back. Let's grab this guy. Go to the showroom. Turn on the specs. This is a 3 liter flat 6 with 330 horse and 233 torque. All right, so we definitely have a better, faster car right there. Now let's look at the IROCs. Go to the showroom. Click the history and specs. And they're not giving us the same information. All right. International Race Chain, better known as IROC. Yabba-dabba-doos, identically prepared cars. All right, so just to limit our exposure, I guess, being that we are in this little bitty car, the 914. In fact, let's go to the showroom on the 914. Oops. Back. Let's turn that off. Now let's go to the model. Okay. Then the showroom. Then the specs. Woo, doggies. This guy's only got 250 horse and 203 horse or torque. It's a 2 liter flat 6 against 3 liters. I don't think that's probably a wise choice. So let's put the 911 Carreras IROC on the back burner. Well, let's see what this guy's got. Okay, so let's go look at the 911, and no fin, and a 2.5 engine. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Back. Oh shucks. Go to the circuit. No, go to the car. Yeah. Go down to the bottom. Click this guy. Let's look at the model. Make sure we have the Porsche. Go to the showroom. Then go to the specs. Okay. All right. This car is 271 and 185. That would be a much closer match to the 914 and a 911. Let's go ahead and do it. Roll the dice, dude. Now, whew, okay, that's a whole lot of jacking around to do a thing, right? But what I want to drive is the red 914. So if I go here and then go to models, go to this, and then continue. Oh, I didn't even pick a course. Well, it threw us onto this. Let's see if it gets my car right, because I had some trouble yesterday getting this to work, and it looks like I am going to queue up on the grid. So we have a combination of 70s GR4. Oh yeah, we're all in the same class, but all right, continue to qualify. I'm just going to skip practice, and yeah, look at the lineup here. We do have 914s and the little 911s without the fin. It's a 2.5 liter. It's a little closer to our 2-liter engine in this car. And the reason I chose to start from outside the vehicle is for this reason exactly. I need to wait for the light to turn green here. There we go. And oh man, I forgot. Did I choose standing start? Time to turn laps. So this track, I don't know. It's probably between 1.5 minutes and 2.5 minutes. I'm gonna guess it's about a 2-minute average lap time. Oh, I've never been here before. Well, not in recent memory. Whoa, really? That sharp of a left-hander? Really? Wow. Am I on pit roads? I mean, that didn't feel like a racetrack, dude. Weird. Okay, we're gonna get her done. I'm trying different camera views for this little car and for this particular track. Don't like that one. Kind of like this one. Oh, I just lost the front. I felt it break loose on the, what's it called, traction control. And the game took over and controlled my traction because my front end was pushing real hard. All right, now coming up here, we're going to have a hard right-hander into a left-hander. And then a super tight left-hander. Well, okay. Right to left, super tight, and another tight left. Very interesting track. Tiny. Okay, this is going to be fun. We're going to see what we're made of on our Virgin Voyage. It's really not the Virgin Voyage. I did run around in here yesterday. Had some issues trying to get one car selected. Okay, now here come the Porsches. That's cool. We do have a little mixed field. It's a little more powerful vehicle. Might have a little better handling chassis as well. But it's all about the driver. Not really. It's a combination of the car and the driver. Come on, man. We all know that. Okay, well that was kind of fun. I set a lap time of 53. That's my best lap thus far. Now, can I get through here quickly? Faster than the last lap? Let's hope so. That's what it's all about. Got through there. Oh, best lap. Oh, I was looking up the clock. And I blew my lap. Alright, so best lap was 51.7. And this lap is going to be just total suckage. We've got traffic to contend with. And I screwed up earlier when I was looking at my lap time. I hit the wall, so yeah, this lap is lame. But we'll get there. Hopefully, you know what we should do? We should slow down and let these guys clear the field. So we aren't going to be contending with them. Okay, we're getting traffic from behind, so I guess we need to go. Boom! There's a trip timer, lap timer. Oh, I'm really feeling the assistance from playing at novice. And the steering wheel and force feedback is like I can feel the grip. Yeah. I'm not gonna ever run the proper racing line because I seem to think I know better. Little orange car's boogieing. I'm gonna try to behave and run proper lines. It's very difficult. Oh wow. He scooted through there like nothing. So a bunch of cars got through. I'm still running on 51.7. A lot of cars got through and have run multiple laps. So they're going to be setting the pace. The fast boys up front. Wow. Yeah, my braking is terrible. I don't think I'm going to pit a better lap. No way. Wow, how did he get through there? That was slick. Whew. I'm not going to do well. I'm not seeing my lap time update, man. So did I, like, am I getting called for cutting corners or some crap? Tempted to go to semi, what's called novice, semi-pro, and pro. Whoa, that guy got through there so fast. Oh, there was a lap timer. Oh, I just turned it 50. Okay, a 50-second flat lap. I'm going to go ahead and pull off. Hit escape. Whew. Return to the garage. Oh, give me my mouse over here on the... Oh, man. Okay, return to the garage. Now give me my mouse on the screen. Yay. Okay. I qualified very badly. I'm in 33rd position. Woo! Oh, doggies. Okay, continue to race and start the engines. Gonna hit the space bar to advance to actual launch. Skip the formation lap. Don't care. Oh, it's on a rolling start. Damn it. I forgot that setting. I like a standing start, but we'll go with a rolling start. Look at the field. Look how many cars there are, dude. Now, don't drive like I'm driving and run into people. You should always be trying not to run into people. Especially if you are eventually going to go online and race multiplayer. Very bad to run into people, but you gotta learn your limits, and doing that is going to happen in multiplayer. I'm sorry, in single player against AI. Wow. I've gone all the way up from 33rd place to 23rd. Now clearly I'm playing on AI. Oh, and we didn't jack around with the AI settings. So we can dumb these guys down and make it so we can beat them pretty easily. But there's no fun in that. So it's good to have the competition at a level that doesn't just make you feel like a total loser by being last place. And clearly I'm running novice. I've got full automatic transmission. Not even using paddle shifters, much less a stick shifter. Man, I really thought I'd be able to stick to his bumper on that little section there. I'm having a hard time getting through here too. These guys are just killing it. Boom. Front wheels are squealing. I'm pushing. Yeah, I would have never got through there on a higher level. I'd have been in the grass. I was on the brakes too long, had the wheels cranked too far. I was skidding the front. Totally. Wow, I have been away a long time. See, now getting through here should be a piece of cake. Back off a little bit, and then, yeah. Alright, so I backed off a little too much, but it's tough to find that perfect off-on spot. This is a tough corner. I'm struggling to get through here. Lickety split as well. Okay, but I'm down in the 49, whereas in practice, when we're qualifying, my best lap was 50. Definitely have a little mix of cars. They're pretty close to each other, I think. 2.5 liter versus 2 liter with a little bit different horsepower and torque profiles. And I just bumped that orange car. Yep. I'm doing it. I'm getting into that area where I want position so much that I'm willing to violate my racer's ethics. Okay, 5th lap with 1:34 to go. And a lap time is 49 seconds, so we're going to be doing another 2 laps. Looking at the clock at the top right-hand corner. You can see it says lap 5. And we've got 1:17 ticking down on the clock. So we're going to cross the finish line before that. So this is the second to last lap. We should have gotten a white flag, but maybe not when you're racing the clock. Or maybe I wasn't paying attention because we scooted across there so fast. That's what I'm going with. I was going so fast I didn't see the ref's clock, or the flag. And here's the line right there. Bam! We just crossed the line. 43 seconds to go. This is the final lap. Terrible. Alright, I think the best I'm going to do is 22. Position 22 out of 36 cars. Unless, of course, I can squeeze this guy out at the last second, but really, what does that gain me? I was drifting. Not really, but I thought it was coming up on this corner, this little zigzag. I struggled through here, man. Okay, you gotta ease off a little bit, cut through here, and you can pin it. Get across the finish line, bam, there we are. Oh, what? What? What is it, clock plus 1? I don't think so. Lap 7, oh man, who knows? Oh, the leader got through ahead of the clock, so now we have to Oh, sorry. I'm all the way down in 23rd. Come on, baby. Let's go. What a cool game. What a cool looking car. Look at this. Get rid of that whole cockpit and just have a look at the vehicles in front of us. Here we come up on the clock, or on the checkers. Bam, there it is. Oh, race finish, return to pits. Okay, yes, finally. Wow. So my best lap was a 49. That's as good as it's going to get. Alright, so there's a couple of things that I want to do to fine-tune this. So I'm going to hit escape. I'm going to hit save. I don't know why. I want to go to... if I hit continue, it just takes me back to the track. So I want to go to quit now. Model information. Instead of the team or model, I want to know the model information, like how they finished. Guess what? The first place driver was a 914. A whole bunch of them were 914s. So the 914 can hold its own against these. Either that or, shit. Maybe they just, no, they had to start at the front, right? Because qualifying times, the 911s qualified. Yeah, interesting. And here we are down at position 23. We had two cars that DNF'd, did not finish. All right. So some other information that you're going to see on the screen over here is the gap. I was 5 minutes behind the leader. No. Oh, okay. His total race time was 5 minutes and 58 seconds. His average speed was 72 miles an hour. If we roll down here to my guy, I think that's my guy. Yeah, my gap, I was 24 seconds behind the leader. So on a 48 or 49 second fastest lap, I was a half lap down. I was half a lap down on a tiny little track. And my average speed was 67 miles an hour. Pretty cool, huh? All right, so let's look at best lap times. The guy at the top had a 49.058. My best lap time was here at 49.73. So, even if I had back-to-back fast wow, it ended up being 7 laps on that tiny little track. Oh, I have the hiccups, I'm sorry. I have a 49.7. He had a 49.0. So even if I had 7 perfect laps, my fastest lap over and over and over, I never would have beat this guy. The overall race time, 34 for him. No. That's the gap. Sorry. My gap between my fastest lap and his fastest lap is 34 seconds? No, I'm not reading that right. Hey, I never claimed to be an expert. I'm just telling you, buy the game, have fun. Get a wheel, have fun. Gap, 24 seconds. I thought that meant that I'm 24 seconds behind the leader. Oh well, let's turn that off. And model information. Yeah, I like the model information more than I care about who the sponsor is. So, there we go. I don't want to restart. I'm going to go ahead and continue this. And saving the hot lap. Cool. Now, let's see if I go to the... Here we are on the main menu. Replay. I don't know what track we were just on, to tell you the truth. Alright, so let me go. I don't want to exit. Let me go to options. No, main menu. Race weekend. And look at what we just did. Car and the circuit. Okay, so we're at Magna Course Club. So now, when we go back to the main menu, eek, back, main menu, replay, Magna Course, hot lap. But here's this. Is that the whole race? Oh, no. Oh, here's where we can increase. I can jack up the instant replay to a full 3 minutes. So that's going to give us, like, on this kind of a track, the last 2 laps, basically. And I've got my replay fidelity at high. I'm going to go full because I can. I have hard drive space and I have video card capabilities that this game didn't have when it first came out. All right, timestamp the replay. Yes, please do that. So, you know, it'll tell me whether I did this 2 months ago or whether I did this today. All right, so we're going to go ahead and play this. Magnicourse Club. It's apparently loading. Yeah. Man, that's a tight little inside circuit, isn't it? Holy cow. The full circuit would just be really tough. All right, well, it's really going to show us the whole damn game or the whole damn race? Play. All right, play. It's doing it. Look at the bumper sticker. Made in Jacksonville. Oh, rolling start. Okay. I need to change the rolling start to a standing start. Yeah, it's kind of painful to watch, right? Let me watch from television perspective. Yes, that looks way cooler. And then it'll switch to the next TV camera as we go around the course. Wow, somebody's burning some freaking oil. Dude ahead of us has a blown engine. Now, this is quite interesting. I highly recommend that you watch your replays. It will give you an idea where you jacked up, where you hit a guy, where you could have gone around the outside or cut him off on the inside. Super valuable to watch your replays. Now, this game doesn't allow you apparently to save an entire replay. You only get to save 180 seconds. But wait, it looks like this looks like the full freaking replay. I don't know. I haven't got this. I don't remember, man. It was 20 years ago that I was big into it. And even then, it was so hard with a really crappy video card. It was hard to be really into it. And I also had like a Logitech Momo, which is an entry-level kind of video card for racing games. So it was a thing. Oh, man, I just ripped off a fingernail. Ouch, it hurts. Now, yes, you can fast forward, right? Bam, there we go. Forward scan fast. And then once I start getting into some traffic, I hit play and it returns to normal speed. Because what I want to do is I can even go, oops, I can back up, and then I can play. I can go faster, and hit play when I start interacting with another car. So I haven't caught the guy in front of me yet, but now, here I am. And let's see if I can use a different, oh, look at that, full screen. Just get rid of the HUD. Let's go on board. This is after I already switched to driving hood view instead of cockpit. But I did get around the yellow car. And if I had stayed on that view, I would have seen how and where and what turn I got around him. There, I can see that I totally screwed up on that corner. But here, I also banged into the orange car. And that was not cool. But because we're playing offline, playing novice, we're not going to get a penalty for that. If you were doing that in an online race, and especially at race department, you would probably get a referee calling you for a violation. If you're playing on iRacing, you would have a strike against you for, I don't know what they call it. It may or may not be called a strike. But you'd get in trouble for bumping into another car. I would get in trouble for blowing over a curb. And I seem to think that I kind of cut a corner somewhere on this track here, or in this race. Like that corner right there probably is one of them that I probably kind of cut. Dude, I'm telling you, it's a wonderful game. It's dirt cheap. It's $8. Yeah, get it and use a gamepad. You don't have a wheel, use a gamepad. You're going to enjoy it. You should be able to stick it to the AI. Aha! I'm going to show you those tricks. Okay, so what I say we needed to do was we've increased the replay length. There was another task when we're done with this that I wanted to do. God, the game looks great for 25 years old. Are you kidding me? I'm sorry. I'm totally wrong, right? I just did my math. The game's only 17 years old. My bad. If it's from 2005 and it's 24, yeah, my bad. Excuse me. Had to cough. There's a couple of settings that I want to go through, but I can't remember what exactly they are. One of them is changing the AI difficulty, so you have more than a fighting chance, and you don't always finish in 23rd position. But when you're starting over, oh, look at that! You see me drift? Oh, then boom, off the curb. Boom, into the green car. Oh, I'm just a terrible online racer, or single-player racer. I'm hitting everybody. God, what a cool car, man. And the thing, it's not got enough power to, well, okay, it has enough power for you to drive right off the road because you're going too fast. But unlike the Corvette or that Cobra that I drove, whew, man, one false move and whew, you're off road. Not cool. So anyway, race is over and we finished, and there we go. Cool. Let's go back and get out of replay mode and go back into, let's go to the main menu, go to race weekend, go to the cars, uncheck that Porsche, uncheck that